Welcome to Smart Money. I'm your host, Ibrahim Sani. Today we have a treat for you. The Southeast Asian fintech company Jirnexu has been approved by Bank Negara to sell insurance products online using the fintech sandbox. Jirnexu is the first company in this country permitted to do so, and they will be the first to build a dedicated e-commerce marketplace for insurance. So joining me is Lucas Ooi, the Director of Insurance of Jirnexu. Welcome to the show, Lucas.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim.
And of course, I want to start off with congratulating Jirnexu and your team for being able to get this approval. Walk us through the whole process. Was it hard getting such approval from the central bank?
Yeah, I think it was quite a long process. I think it was important for the regulator at least, to make sure that the entrants, the participants like us, went through the necessary steps to ensure that we were making sure customer data was safe, that making sure that the processes that we do to help consumers get products online was done in the right fashion, in the right way. We actually were the first to get both general and life products, more specifically term life insurance and motor insurance. These two products are protection only, but they're very important in the Malaysian industry.
Okay,
so yeah.
You guys are not underwriting the insurance, correct?
Exactly, we're not. We're just helping distribution of products. We're not actually the manufacturer. We leave it to the product manufacturers, like the insurers or the banks, to underwrite credit or underwrite insurance policies. And
of course, this boils down very much into the realm of insurtech, which is a subset of fintech, I suppose. Where do you sit and lie between these terminologies?
Interesting. Actually, both are slightly different, but yes, you can classify insurtech as part of fintech. Fintech is generally the more kind of sexy one. It's to do more with banking, with money, e-commerce, e-money licensing, etc. So we do that as well. I mean, Ringgit Plus, which is the company, the brand that is in Malaysia, that Jirnexu owns, that operates here in Malaysia. It helps Malaysians apply for credit cards, home loans, personal loans, and that's more on the fintech side, where we've just launched a chatbot, which is the big talk in today's society in fintech, which allows customers to apply using a very conversational marketing approach to financial products, rather than the typical application form. So that's more on the fintech side. We also want to venture into insurtech, and that's why we really went for this B&M sandbox approval, to allow us to help customers purchase policies online using their credit card or their debit card, and I'm sure we'll find other ways for them to buy them online.
The company is touted to be an e-commerce marketplace for insurance. Does this mean that you guys are able to present, let's say, various different insurance products and the customer can be able to select? What is the key value proposition for the e-commerce marketplace, particularly for insurance?
I see. I think nowadays Malaysians are a bit more savvy when it comes down to their insurance policies. If we look at how we consume data from the mobile phone, from the iPad, they're spending more time learning and researching about things that they want to purchase. So back then, like 20 years ago, I mean, we used to use encyclopedias or speak to our parents about insurance. I think now Malaysians have changed the habits and the way they want to learn about things. They're a bit more savvy, so they use the digital media, like our website, ringgitplus.com, to research. And obviously, when customers get more savvy, they want to get the best product, or the most suitable product for them. The marketplace allows us to offer multiple insurers to be on the platform and offer different products on the website, so consumers can find and basically put the inputs for what they want, and then the website should be able to respond back and say, hey, consumer X, these are the products suitable for you. And because of the e-commerce part, what we want to do is, for at least for certain products, allow the consumer to actually purchase online, rather than the typical leave your details, we'll call you back.
So everything can be done right there and then,
Exactly.
just like buying a plane ticket online.
Exactly.
There's this element here called Express Apply. What's that all about?
Interesting. Express Apply is the proprietary software that we built to allow Malaysians to complete the application completely online. So that comes from digital marketing on the internet all the way through to issuing the policy. We're able to capture the entire customer journey, which is giving your name, your email, your number. Maybe if you need to send us documentation, Express Apply will be able to handle that process. So basically, you never need to go to a branch to just hand your documents in. You can just do it directly online via Express Apply.
Okay, Lucas, we'll take a short break, but when we come back, we'll discuss a little bit more about the sandbox that Bank Negara is trying to launch. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Smart Money. Last October, Bank Negara introduced the Fintech Regulatory Sandbox to support innovation for the fintech business. So joining me today is the Director of Insurance for Jirnexu, Lucas Ooi. Lucas, how does the sandbox work and how does Jirnexu fit in the sandbox regulatory framework?
Okay. Basically, the sandbox is a program that which Bank Negara allowed companies like us to basically play in a safe environment. They want, obviously, innovation. They want us to be able to use our technology or the digital expertise that we have to work with insurers who they regulate to come up with innovative ways for consumers to purchase insurance.
And this happens real time?
Exactly.
Okay,
yeah.
and therefore consumers can still do the transactions, carry out whatever that needs to be done in a safe way.
Exactly. Basically, the sandbox has guidelines. So actually, Bank Negara has given us a set guideline for how we can operate within the sandbox. Obviously, some of the regulation is a bit more relaxed. For example, we are allowed to work with multiple insurance companies. A typical agent can only work with one life and two general. So the benefits of being in the sandbox allows us to be able to work with multiple and offer the consumer a better variety of products, and also allow us to take payment on behalf of the customer in order to issue the policy. When
you say take payment, does it mean that you have a proprietary payment gateway, or you still have to use other companies like IP88, Alipay,
right.
whatever?
Within one of the limitations, or what I say guidelines, is we must use one of the 22 approved Bank Negara payment gateway solutions.
Okay.
So obviously that means that we would have to pick one of those out of the list, which iPay and MoPay and whatnot are all on there.
So at the end of the day, it's all about dollars and cents. Do you think that consumers can reduce the fee and charges of taking up insurance products using products like yours or services like yours?
Absolutely. I think Bank Negara's direction for the sandbox is to basically empower consumers to find insurance products themselves and use channels such as Ring It Plus to basically find out what's suitable for them and then be able to purchase online. We're working closely with insurers to find products very suitable for the digital space and for the consumers who use our website. Because we collect so much data on our customers, we know exactly what they want. We can risk price them better, and that allows consumers to find products more suited and tailored for them at a cheaper price.
The biggest insurance player in this country is, of course, Maybank Etiqa, their holding company, Maybank Aegis. I had the CEO here, and we discussed at length about InsurTech, about improving the distribution channels. Do you think that the collaboration with Maybank Etiqa and many other insurance players in this country is going to see a new level that we've never seen before?
Absolutely. I think we would definitely raise the bar for how consumers would be able to buy insurance online. We're in fact working with Etiqa. They're quite a progressive insurer. They're quite digital savvy as well as a company, and they see the value of how we can work as a partnership to be able to reach more Malaysians in places that maybe the current channels can't cover.
We don't have much time left. I just want to point out that this business of yours is actually ubiquitous. You can actually roll it out on many other markets. Is that the plan in the pipeline?
Well, I mean, yes, in the longer term, or medium to longer term. Right now, I think we're very focused in Malaysia. We are Malaysian after all. We feel that going deeper into a country is more effective. I mean, some of our competitors have kind of expanded very quickly regionally to cover more countries. Which is a different strategy to us. We want to ensure that the country that we're in, the consumers can really get the products that they want.
Final question, will this service be extended outside of the consumer market, i.e. if businesses want to take up insurance for their businesses, fleet companies, they want to protect their cars and fleet trucks, that kind of stuff, do you think that can be done?
Of course. I think it's just a matter of making sure we really capture the consumer mindset first. It's generally the more easier one. The business side of it is definitely in our pipeline in later 2018, where we'll be offering maybe things like SME loans and then provide SME insurance on top of those loans, etc., etc. That will be something that's in the pipeline and definitely something that is a huge market for us to enter at some point in the near future.
Will there be a time when the market will be saturated in terms of getting the consumers to take up insurance products?
I think we're a very long way away from that. I think Malaysians are still very underinsured. We've got a lot of things to do. I think a Bank Negara study showed that the penetration rate in Malaysia, which is the number in their classification, number of policies over the population, is only at 55%, and that's been stagnant for the past 5 years. But we feel that with their embracing of us as a technology fintech partner, we want to be able to close that gap.
All right, Lucas, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. I wish you and Jirnexu all the best. That was Lucas Ooi, the Director of Insurance of Jirnexu. And that wraps up this episode of Smart Money. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at 5011awani and download our app on the Google Play and the Apple App Store. I'm Ibrahim Sani. Thanks for watching and goodbye.